Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, coming at you with some Age of Mythology news. Now, for AOE3 viewers, I would definitely take this video as a bitter, sweet pill to swallow. And I know some of you guys are going to be very jealous about this news. And it's sad to see for AOE3 players, but for AOM people, or people that play both games, or maybe players that have moved from AOE3 to Age of Mythology, there is going to be the Immortal Pillars is going to be coming out, the DLC. It was, I think it was, there was a press release or some kind of announcement near the back end of last year saying that it's going to be delayed until this year. And they've just released a little tidbit, ladies and gents, of some of the artwork for one of the major gods, Nuwa, who was one of the major gods from the original Chinese DLC from the old game. So if I quickly switch over, you'll be able to see, here it is. So this is the new picture of Nuwa here, looking really, really cool. Sort of a floating kind of crystal here. She's looking very sort of arcane in how she is. I'm loving the artwork. You can see some kind of like sort of reptile or dragon type scales here, which is really nice. And I love the little face here that you can probably see. I don't think we can zoom in anymore, but there we go. So that is just a little bit there, a little tidbit. And this is something that I mentioned on my video about the DLC cancellation for Age of Empires 3, is that this is what we should have seen, but of course we're not seeing any of that, is these little tidbits, these little sneak peeks, concept art, stuff that's coming out in the near future to get people talking, to get people pumped. And I hope that, all I can do is I hope that the AOM community is hyped for this. And I will definitely be showcasing some of these major gods. And who knows, I might get back into some AOM stuff. But there we go, ladies and gents. An announcement there. And this is the old AOM wiki page here that you can see. And this is Nuwa here. The old version of Nuwa. And just to remind you of Nuwa and some of her major things, she had the recreation where you can resurrect up to 4 fallen peasants. Peasants or villagers basically had regen, and we had the gardens, of course. I don't know if they're going to keep the garden buildings, who knows. Human soldiers are cheaper. Markets could be built in the classical age. And that is pretty much it from Nuwa, and had access to various heroic gods, but we have no idea what the minor gods. Sorry, we've got no idea what the minor gods are going to be. I'm sure they're going to be very similar, or maybe some different ones. Who knows? But I thought I would just share this with you guys, and of course, it is a bittersweet pill to swallow. I've got no idea about when the Immortal Pillars is going to be coming out. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've heard nothing from the sort of franchise partner side of things when the plan is going to be to release. I don't think it's going to be Q1. I think it's going to be probably around the summertime, to be honest. But at least there's hope here. I did mention in my other video for the AOE3 one, I did mention my concerns around the Immortal Pillars and whether or not that's actually going to release, and it is. I just hope that this is going to sort out the player numbers for Age of Mythology, because honestly, it's not looking good, ladies and gents. And before you say, oh, it only shows the Steam charts, you could say the same for Age of Empires 3. If you look at the Steam charts for both games right now, AOE3 is doing very well. It's sort of averaging around 4,000 players concurrently all the time. Age of Mythology is actually around the 3,000 player mark. It's not doing well. Now, one of the reasons is because Age of Mythology has always historically been a spin-off to the main franchise. That could be one of the reasons. I did see here, this was quite funny, because Age of Mythology uses the same engine. So this here is the latest update, and this was about just under a week ago that came through for Age of Mythology. And if you scroll down, there is now the new feature, photo mode. So this is kind of crazy to me. It took this long to get photo mode, which is in Age of Empires 3. It's exactly the same thing. It's just a reskin. Exactly the same thing. It uses the same engine, How has it taken this long to get photo mode enabled into this game? It is baffling. So still, I have my worries about the franchise as a whole. I'm going to be honest with you. I do have some worries. But they're doing lots of stuff on here. And that aside, Nuwa, we've got a little tidbit there, which is great news. So ladies and gents, hopefully that will cheer some of you up. And maybe for the majority of you, you are still upset about the situation on Age of Empires 3 as much as I am. There is a crazy petition at the moment. I don't know if I can find it. There is a petition somewhere. Yeah, I can't really... It was on this site here. I can't really find it though, but there was a petition, and I'll put the link down below for that so you guys can see it. But there we go, ladies and gents. So, as I always say, let me know down in the comments below what you think about this. Is this promising? Do you care? Do you not care? Is this some good news for you guys, especially when you compare it to the unfortunate news of the AOE3 DLC not occurring? And also, something interesting, let me know in the comments as well, if you've still got to the end of this video, let me know about whether or not there's actually going to be any more balance changes to Age of Empires 3. Because Harrison said in my comments section that there's going to be no further balance changes or patches to actual overall balance. And I don't know if that's true or not. So let me know down in the comments below what you think about that. But there we go. Nuwa, some concept art for you. And I'll catch you guys in the next video or the next stream. I'll be putting out some content still for Age of Empires 3. I'm going to be focusing on the Age of the World mod. Get some hype for some of the mods. And of course, we need to celebrate the main modders of AOE3, seeing as we're not going to be getting any DLC. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.